Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the second-ranked team, the Memphis Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screenplay, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Lets it fly to the wideout. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. It's 3rd and 6, a challenging spot here on the opening drive. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They bring him down after a short return, but the takeaway at the 26-yard line is huge.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the line.
Down he goes, a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Sack sets up an important 3rd down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and he almost picked it off. Nearly a turnover here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be about a 53-yard attempt. Let's see if he can get it there. The attempt is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Now that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaks free now into the secondary. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line. That run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? They get him down after a short return, but the offense will go to work from the 44.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Makes a quick catch. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route. The catch made. He's tackled, but now at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense brings him down. And the Noles will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw for it. Looking to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone. Inside the 40, the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Memphis. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
God, it's a risky throw here, so close to the goal line. This defender makes this interception because sometimes you see a guy hesitate. He might think about taking a knee. This guy didn't. It gave him momentum and the speed that he needed to be able to get to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. In the clear at the 25. Tackle made on the play, the 29-yard line. It's an important first down on that running play.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
Incompletion makes it second down. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's Diggs. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally brought down, but that play moves the ball all the way down to the 21. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
The Noles are in the red zone. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion sets up a third down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And he knocks that one right through. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They're just able to stop him, but that is a great return there. He's a dangerous guy with the football, and it's a great spot to start this drive. This should be the last play of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut. They whiff on him. He takes it into the end zone, but a marker is down, so hold on here. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Memphis, 7. Florida State, 3.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. There's the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Now it's second down here. Takes the handoff on the counter play. And that run produces a decent gain.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Makes the ground. It's Davis. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Well, there's just nothing here for the quarterback to do other than throw it to his back and hope that he can get the yards after the catch enough for the first down. But the defense gives some yards, but not enough for him to get to the sticks.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a huge fourth down stop.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at midfield. And he picks up the first down before they get to the ground.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And he's back to throw again on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And this one will be fair caught. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. Last possession, they were stopped on fourth down, but it didn't cost them anything. And they put together something here. He'll take a deep shot. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot, they can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
14, Florida State, 3.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And the returner is brought down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Going to begin with a quick throw to the left. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up the first down and keep this drive alive. But there, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wanke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. We had so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That picks up a first down. We'll spot it at the 39.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit.
Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They're finally able to stop him, but the defense is fooled a bit on that screenplay. It's a solid gain for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. And the Seminoles with 1st and 10 here. Gives it to the back. Finding some room at the 25. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Looks to the left, and it's complete. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
From inside the 15-yard line, bringing it out. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how the offense plays it here. Not much time remaining if they want to get a chunk play, put him in scoring position before the half. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. That's caught. It's Davis. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They've got a chance here, enough time to try to add some points before halftime. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He makes the grab. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Incomplete with 4 seconds remaining. Time for just one more play. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. And it's caught across the middle. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. Well, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nice catch made near the sideline, but they gained nothing on the play.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Now the offense faces third and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Hart. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
That sack makes it second down and forever. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on second down. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends that are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The Seminoles starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pass incomplete under heavy pressure. Just got it away.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Touchdown, Florida State will take the lead in the second half. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
He's got it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. The pickup is 7 yards, now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Sticking with the running game. Breaks loose at the 40. The tackle is finally made, but a huge gain. He'll spot the ball near midfield at the +49.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the 2nd down play. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the 1st down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards in the 1st down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
Looking to throw it again. He'll take a deep shot here. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Using his legs, it's Singleton. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter.
Florida State 17, Memphis 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today. And the Noles will have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught quickly. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Quick call here by the offense to be able to pick up this 1st down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. This drive has already chewed more than 3 minutes off the clock. They'll come up on second down now. Back in motion now. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, Noles. Strong game by this quarterback.
Man, I love running backs that can hurt you on the ground and through the air. The defense this time just underestimates his ability to catch the ball, and then the speed afterwards, it's a touchdown.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Memphis offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down, we're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Allen. Gets into space at the 50. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Now that's how you execute. I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after that big play, I'm all about taking a shot right to the end zone here.
Memphis now operating in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Davis. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he's down at the 3-yard line.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on 3rd down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Pass not complete. second down and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Memphis. This will be fun. Strange things happen when the conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter, who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Looking to throw it on first down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter. Critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important second down play coming up. Hands off to the left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. Third down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this third down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Here we are late in a close game. Crucial play coming up, third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Going the other way, can they catch him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the surest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
The freshman brought down after a nice run.
Just the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tough running there. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And the offense will spend a timeout to stop the clock. 21 seconds remaining. It's first and goal. Can they punch it in and take the lead? Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And the offense spends a timeout. The clock stopped with just 10 seconds left. Here comes some more big bodies out for the defense. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against